Happy Thursday. Impromptu live again. What's going on over here? We're going to do a little workshopping this Thursday afternoon. I'm having fun, like impromptu, spontaneously just going live. So if you are on LinkedIn or Facebook today at 11:30 Eastern, come on in. I'm going to open up my chat. We're going to talk about understanding your business model and your weekly sales and marketing plan. Just a little, we're going to just trickle a few things in. But let me just go make sure I'm live in all the right places. So bear with me. And I cannot for the life of me find, I have two sets of headphones. And there is like loud craziness happening in my house today because my husband is redoing the bathroom. Okay, so does anybody have a husband that says that they're going to redo and remodel something? And how long does it typically take for that to happen? Come on in, Bunny. Bunny wants to come in too. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, so I have all the dogs. I have all the dogs in here. I'm in my comfy sweats. Okay, like I said, okay, yes, okay, live there. Now, this Facebook, going live on Facebook has changed in the last month or so. And so when I look to see if I'm live on Facebook, it's acting like weird. So have all of you noticed that too? So I'm like not even going to worry about Facebook. I think I'm live. I don't know. If you're on Facebook right now, am I showing that I'm going live? Please come in and tell me. Because I've noticed that it's acting like wonky. So anyway, I can't find my headphones. I have two pairs of headphones. I don't know if my daughter stole my headphones. I don't know if my dogs ate my headphones, but I need headphones. But because my husband's remodeling the bathroom, and this was a project. I promise we're going to get into work in 2 seconds. 20 seconds. We're going to talk about revenue model, business model, and revenue plan. My husband's remodeling the bathroom, and this was supposed to be a winter project. A winter project. Let me come back and see you guys. Okay, can you see me live on Facebook? I'm gonna like literally coming in and asking you guys. So anyway, my husband is remodeling the bathroom, and it's supposed to be a winter project, okay? A winter project. FYI, it is April 10th, officially spring. This bathroom is not done. It's not. Make sure my volume is all the way up. Okay, it is. I was saying that kind of quiet because I didn't want him to hear me. Okay, so we're going to do for the next 15 minutes, just like I did yesterday. I had this little impromptu workshop. I'm coming in to do a workshop again. I think maybe I might start huddles again because Q1 was busy. Let me tell you, flying all over the place. If you saw, flying all over the place. So Q1 was really busy, and now we're into Q2, and it's slowing down a little bit. So I have more time to do what I like to do when it comes to online. I like to go live. I like to host huddles. I like to come in, teach, and coach to my community inside LinkedIn, inside Facebook. But like I said, Facebook's acting kind of weird. So if you are on Facebook or LinkedIn and you want to join for this little impromptu workshop, please come in. We're going to talk about what is your business model and what are you doing weekly inside your sales and marketing to hit revenue goals. Yesterday, I came in impromptu and said, what's the straight path to revenue? Do you know what the straight path to revenue is? And I shared the formula, the Q times Q equals R formula, which you can find inside the Heart Cell. Today, I want to talk a little bit about what is your business model and does your business model match your growth plan? And if nothing I'm saying to you is making sense right now, I'm going to explain it. So that's what we're going to do for the next 15 minutes. And if you have questions or if you're watching the replay later, go ahead and put, hey, I watched the replay and I do have questions, and I need your support. I need your help with this. So, okay, what and I always do this like when I have had tons of coffee. So I'm like literally talking like a million miles a minute. Okay, so what is your business model? Can you answer that? What's your business model? Not do you have a business plan? Just what is your business model? Everyone's coming in and trying to talk to me. Okay. What is your business model? So there are different types of business models. Back when I was at the bank, I built out strategic growth plans with all different types of industries. So all different types of businesses in different industries. So your business model is something like your industry, the industry that you're in. Not so much healthcare, wellness, coaching, consulting, right? But your actual model that is below your industry is what is who is your market? Who is your market share? What is your revenue model? So your business model is either a B2B model, business to business. Business to business model basically means that you are selling to whatever you do, your industry, your business, your model, you're selling to another business, another organization, another company. The people that are buying your thing are businesses. That is a B2B business model. Are you a B2B business model? The second type of business model is B2C business model. A B2C business model is business to consumer. So your whatever you sell, consumers are buying your service. Now it's important to understand that B2C is buying your service, not your product, okay? That's important to know because the third business model is B2 um, there's no B, it's product, a product-based business. So a product-based business and a B2C business model are different business models. So we have B2B businesses, B2C consumers, product-based. Product-based basically means that you are selling a product. And when you are selling a product, you are selling it in different ways. So you're selling a product either online, which is called e-commerce. So we're selling our product e-commerce. We're selling our product wholesale, and we're selling our product retail. Typically, when you have a product that you're selling, those are the three ways that you are selling it. I'm not talking about a digital product. I'm talking about an actual product that you're holding in your hands, like a candle, a soap, clothes, video games. Those are all product-based businesses, product-based revenue models, and you're selling that product via e-commerce, wholesale, and retail. Okay. So we have B2B, we have B2C, we have product-based businesses, and then we have digital online businesses that are strictly selling online services. So an online service means a digital product only, digital services. So are you an online digital business, meaning you're selling only digital products, digital courses, digital e-learning? hmm And then the last one, so we have B2B, B2C, product, digital. By the way, B2C is very much service providers, FYI. So your service providers are inside that B2C, right in there. And then we have influencers. So we have an entire business model dedicated to the influencer, the public figure, which is a different business model than B2B, B2C product, your digital, and then your public figure. So most of us land in those first three categories. Here's the thing. This is really important. If you don't get anything else out of the next 5-10 minutes that I'm chatting, is that if you fall into multiple categories, so you are product and B2B. What are you doing, Bunny? Bunny's eating something down here. So if you are so if you are product and B2B, or you are B2B and B2C, right? So if you fall into multiple business models, that also means that you have multiple growth plans to implement, because this is what I want you to really get, is that the things that you're doing to create revenue in your business, your sales and marketing plan, your weekly growth plan, the things that you're prioritizing, the things that you're doing in your business weekly changes depending on what business model you have. So, back in the day, when I'm building strategic growth plans for businesses that are B2B, that are um, B2B, that are steel companies, and building out businesses that are B2C, hospital healthcare companies, the growth plan that I'm putting together isn't going to be the same. So, what they do weekly to create revenue isn't going to be the same. So, if you have two business models inside your business, you also need to have two weekly sales and marketing plans that are not the same. So, for example, if I have a B2C business and a B2B business, and I'm trying to sell both of those things only using a B2C business model, it's not going to work. You need to have both. So that's where capacity is really, really important. Do I have enough capacity to actually be building out two businesses? Because that's what you need to look at. If I am selling a B2B business model and a B2C business model, basically I have two businesses that I'm building, right? Catch that, right? That's important to know. So if I haven't proven my first business model, I shouldn't be building out a second business model. So I need to prove my first business model first. Proving that means that I am getting to my revenue goals. I'm hitting those revenue goals first, and then I can continue to add on. A lot of times people call this, in the coaching world and in the consulting world, we call this continuing to build out new offers. So every time you build out a new offer, we need to look at that new offer and say, which business model does that fall into? Because then I need to know, what's the strategy? What should I be doing weekly? Because again, what I do B2B is going to be different than what I do B2C. So if I haven't hit my revenue goal for my first offer, I certainly need to not be building out multiple offers until I have reached that first revenue goal. So in the hard sell, I call this phase one, phase two, and phase three. We're looking at phase one, hitting that goal. Then we can add in other offers, other business models, phase two, and then ultimately scaling our business through phase three. And there's different standards to hit around those three phases. Okay, so then the question is, what do I do weekly based off of my business model? All the details about that are inside my book, The Heart Cell. I hope you get it and read it. But just to give you a little bit before I hop off, um, a B2C model is you're selling to consumers, right? So when you're selling to consumers, one of the things to know is that you're always looking at that Q times Q equals R formula, like I talked about yesterday. What's the quality audience? Am I doing it enough times to get to the result that I want? With B2C requires a big audience, big audience. We want large volume. We want lots of people inside our world to buy our thing. So when you're B2C, B2C does require more work when it comes to building your audience. So that's why you see so much social media for B2C businesses. You see so much social media because you're trying to really elevate and build that volume of buyer. So B2C means big volume. So I'm doing a lot of things weekly to increase my volume. So what's one thing I'm doing on the marketing side is I'm building that big volume. So then on the sales side, I can then convert through consultative selling. Okay. But it's okay for it to be messy, by the way. It doesn't have to be beautiful at all. Because remember, the things that you're putting out there in the marketing world, that's sightseeing, it's not actually buying. And then B2B doesn't require much volume. It's not about B2B isn't about the building the big audience. It's not about making sure that you don't even have to be on social media at all. Your marketing techniques for B2B are much different than your marketing techniques and but again, it's your quality times quantity. So you are really focused in on who do I need to build a relationship with inside this business in order for me to connect the dots. So you see a lot of speakers. A lot of speakers are also B2B because they're speaking in front of organizations that have their audience. There are only four ways for you to get a sale, period, no matter what business model you're in. It's just being strategic about these four ways. And so, those four ways to get a sale, no matter what industry you're in, are identifying your ideal clients and being able to reach out to those ideal clients. Who is that ideal client? Where do you find them? And how are you reaching them? Number one. Number two is actually building a strategy around partnerships and your centers of influence. Who are you partnering with and how are you mutually benefiting from that partnership? And it's not a word of mouth, it's not a hope strategy. It's literally putting strategy around your partners. Um, some people call it affiliate marketing, depending on what business model you're in, but building that partnership that partnership strategy. The third is building your ecosystem. This is a big one. And the building the ecosystem means that you are getting in front of your audience in a broad way, not social media. You're literally getting in front of your audience in a broad way. Talk about this more in the book. And then the fourth is your inbound marketing. So here's the thing, those are the only four ways that you get a sale: ideal clients, partners, ecosystem, and your inbound marketing. But the most important piece about that is that all of them have to be smushed together. We can't just pick one and do it. So that's why you get frustrated and you're like, I'm posting, or I'm on all these podcasts, or I just spoke at this great event, but I'm not getting the sale. That's because all four of those have to be smushed together, consistently happening. All of them need to be consistently happening over and over again for at least 3 months, because what you do now is going to impact you in 3 months, okay? So all of those things have to be done weekly. That's the basic. Those 4 things are the basic. And then we pull out what should you actually be doing around those basic 4 things based on your business model. Make sense? So go figure out what your business model is, and then let's talk about what your weekly plan should be. This was a lot of fun today. Hopefully, you're able to see it. Enjoy your day. Thanks for coming in live.